need to go over the edge of that cliff, huh? To fall and keep on falling into that river. The river where my poor crazy mother drowned.
Miles, you're sick.
You'd do anything to get me out of Nicole's life. Anything. Well, maybe you'll be out of her life first. Well, maybe you'll push out of your own life. I'll stop. I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
Stop, I don't want to have to hurt you.
Roger, go ahead, shoot me. Shoot me, go in self-defense. Go ahead.
Chief, what's going on? Doc and I just had a little disagreement.
What's the matter with the doc?
Doc is fine.
He's had a lot on his mind lately. Let him cool off downstairs.
I'm not gonna let you get away with this, Derek. Chief. Let's go.
I'm gonna let you get away with this.
Hello, Nancy.
Dad, hi. What are you still doing here?
Well, Peter Winslow's doing a sidebar on that arson story, so we have to remake the front page for the early edition.
Oh.
I hope I'm not interrupting you.
No. I'm due for a break anyway. Well, I'm honored having the editor-in-chief come by and say hello to one of his lowly reporters. What?
One of his best reporters.
Thank you. You, seem a bit low. What's the matter, Dad?
A lot of people say that reading the paper depresses them. I thought I was immune to that, but I'm sorry I had to give it a banner headline, Nancy. Didn't have much choice.
Yeah. Well, I guess it is the most important local news, huh?
Should see the coverage the Monticello Star is giving it.
Oh, yes? Their usual three-ring circus treatment? Son-in-law clubs mother-in-law to death? I mean, that's just up their alley.
That was a fine piece you did there, Nancy. Journalism students should clip it and keep it as an example of objectivity.
Yeah, this was one of the most difficult pieces I've ever had to do. If it hadn't been Draper, if it had been
I know how you feel about it.
I mean, it's impossible to think he could commit that crime.
With everything I know about the young man, seems inconsistent with the charge, but much as I'd like to believe him, I'd also have to believe in miracles to imagine that anybody else could have done it.
The police had to have missed something. I wish I could have intimated that in the article.
But you couldn't. Objectivity, remember?
Exactly. That's what I mean. I just hope that there's one fact that hasn't been reported yet.
One that will exonerate Draper, huh?
Yeah, that's true. Excuse me. Nancy Carr.
I got the time and the place, Nancy.
Who's that?
No wonder you reporters write everything down. You got a rotten memory.
Benny.
Here. Would you forget about our little rendezvous?
No, I didn't.
Okay, good. I'm at a place called the Penny Whistle Pub. It's on Willow and the corner of Smith Street. You think you could be here in about a half hour?
Yes, I think so.
Oh, good. Oh, you got a good heart, lady.
Well, listen, Benny, you are going to live up to your end of the bargain now, aren't you?
Yeah. Listen, I was really mean to you, and I told you as soon as I could see you, I'd make it up to you, and I will, just as soon as you get here.
All right, I'll see you in a little while.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, I can't tell you how much this means to me, Mrs. Carr. Bye-bye. This is some lady. Ow.
Well, that's the second unpleasant thing I have to have done today. I wonder what the record is.
That was Benny Hayes?
Yes, he's going to get a chance to make good on his promise.
I thought Portrait of a Pusher had been relegated to the circular file.
Suddenly he seems anxious to tell me his story.
Just like that, huh?
Yeah, well, I think there's a method to his madness. His case comes into court soon, and his attorney told him it would be best if he fulfilled all his obligations. Besides, he thinks he would like me to be a character witness.
After what he tried to pull, you shouldn't feel under any obligation to help him.
I know, Dad, but he's a kid, and the idea of his going to prison...
I think that's exactly where he belongs. If he wants to make restitution, tell him he can send us a check for that $500 he got out of us.
Oh, that's long since gone.
Nancy, I'd prefer that you leave things as they are. I don't like the idea of your meeting that man again.
But, Dad, I know the kind of person I'm dealing with. I won't take any chances. That's where I'll be, okay?
Nice neighborhood.
Well, I'll call you in exactly an hour. And if you don't hear from me, send a policeman over, okay?
Nancy, do me a favor. Tell Mike what you're doing. I'm sure he'll be more than happy to go with you.
Dad, he's dealing with something much more important.
Well, let him be the judge of that.
He's with Draper over at police headquarters.
Come off it, Benny. We know the kind of chicks you hang out with.
Yeah, and they ain't the greatest.
I'm telling you guys, this ain't one of the local bimbos. This babe's got class. I mean, it's written all over, you know? She's a real lady.
Yeah?
Yeah.
If she's such a hot number, what's she doing with you?
It's animal magnetism, I guess.
Ooh.
You know, whenever we get together, she just can't keep her hands off me.
You're lying.
A girl would have to be nuts to fall for a mug like you.
Hey, you wait till you see her. You're gonna eat them words, Sonny.
Don't hold your breath, Benny.
This babe is one friendly one. And she has no idea just how friendly things are gonna be tonight.
Oh, Mike. I can't believe I used to tell my clients to try to relax during all this. Never realized how dirty the booking process made you feel.
You don't look any worse for the wear.
Mike, I just want to get out of here.
Well, I'm sure the bail ticket will arrive momentarily.
Bail? Mike, you must have pulled a lot of strings. Bail on a murder rap?
Judge Waterbury is well aware of your reputation, and he realizes how important it is for you to be with April right now. He had no objections to releasing you on your own recognizance.
Yeah. You know, Mike, I used to think I had a lot of friends in the legal profession. Now it turns out they're all my advisors. I talked to Logan this morning. He said that they're going to try to convene the grand jury within 24 hours.
Well, I'm not so sure it's wise to go ahead that quickly. We could allow the police more time to come up with other suspects.
No, Mike, I want to get this over with as soon as possible.
Draper, I know you don't want any false optimism from me. You don't give your clients any. I don't operate.
Mike,
that way.
I know what you're going to tell me.
Considering the evidence the police have put together, I don't see how an indictment can be avoided.
Mike, if there were anybody else involved in this case, I'd say it was open and shut. Mike, I'm scared.
All right, but don't forget, you're innocent. We're going to walk out of that courtroom with a verdict of not guilty.
Mike, we have to. Not for me, for April. Mike, she just lost her mother. Margot's gone. Now, if I end up going to jail, she's not going to be able to handle it.
There is no point in that kind of conjecture. It's going to work out, and you have to believe that.
Well, when are we going to get out of here? Nicole was supposed to pick up April at the hospital and take her home. They should be there by now. It's important that I spend as much...
Hello, Mike. Draper, anytime you're ready, you're free to go.
Thanks a lot.
We appreciate your handling it, Chief.
Well,
I must really rate Chief of Police coming down here to get me out of jail.
I came down here for other reasons. Mike, I wonder if you could take on a new client.
Well, with Draper in my present caseload, I'm afraid that would be a lot of trouble.
It's Miles Cavanaugh.
Miles? Why does Miles need a lawyer?
I was forced to arrest him a little while ago. He's facing a possible assault charge.
Assault charge? What happened?
He wasn't too pleased when he'd heard I had Draper arrested. He came up to my office, let me know how he felt about it in no uncertain terms. Practically wrung my neck, but I subdued him.
Was anyone hurt?
No, but I put him in a cell for his own protection. He's right down the corridor.
What are you doing here?
Could ask you the same question.
How'd you know I was in here?
Mallory told me he thought I ought to talk to you.
Are they going to charge me with attempted murder?
I have a feeling there won't be any charge. But I would like to know what happened.
I lost my head, I guess, a little bit.
Mallory claims that you tried to attack him.
I don't know what happened. I lost my head.
Because you were upset about Draper?
You bet I was upset about Draper. How could Mallory do this to him, Mike?
His responsibility is to deal with the facts as presented to him. He can't let personal opinion influence him.
No. He knows Draper's innocent. He knows that as well as you, and I know that.
All right, but that's up to the courts to
He's
decide.
railroading Draper. It's my fault.
I'm afraid I don't follow you.
It's a long story, Mike, but the fact is that Mallory's got it in for me. He's had it in for me for a long time.
What do you mean?
He knows that I'm very fond of April. He knows it would hurt April to arrest Draper. He's getting back at me through my own family.
Oh, you don't believe
it's
that?
It's a vendetta, Mike. Believe me, yes.
Oh, I'm sure that's not his reason.
Yes, it is his reason.
Miles, is Nicole aware of what happened?
No, I didn't use my one phone call. I didn't want to bother anybody, you know.
You didn't want to bother your wife?
Might be best if I never bother Nicole again.
So you lost your temper. Nicole will understand that.
I moved out of the house. Maybe that's not enough. I have to get her out of her life completely. Sooner the better.
You can't mean that.
It's the only solution, Mike. It's the only solution.
Miles, you're not thinking clearly right now.
I know. And I'm going to be thinking less and less clearly all the time.
Would you try to relax?
My mind is going, Mike. It's almost gone. I'm one of the 10%.
What 10%?
My mother had a mental disorder, and I've always known there's a 10% chance I might inherit it, and I've got all the symptoms, so now it's just a matter of time.
Maybe you should think about getting professional help.
Maybe Nicole be just as happy being rid of me.
She loves you,
and
Miles.
She can just live happily ever after with her chief of police.
You're not making any sense, Miles.
It's obvious, Mike. Didn't you know?
Look, it's been a long day. I'll see to it that you're released in a little while. By then, I'm sure you'll be feeling better.
Boy, I wish I could pace. I think I'd feel better.
No, don't think about it. You can't move. The doctor told you to rest.
Oh, God, what Draper must be going through right now down at headquarters. You know, I remember what it was like to be arrested. I started to feel like a criminal.
Draper's gonna be all right.
Well, one good thing at least is that the judge let him go. I was afraid he was going to have to stay in jail.
He's gonna be home any minute. Relax, finish your tea. You know, gotta think good thoughts.
What are they?
No. It's hard. So much has happened. You're gonna have to find a lot of strength now, you know?
Nicole, I'm not so sure I have much strength left inside me right now.
Oh, yes, you do. You find it, too. Draper's gonna be looking to you for support, and I know how much you want to have a healthy baby.
You win. You know, a month ago, Draper and I were happy. We were expecting our first baby. Do you know, Draper and Margot were even starting to get along. I thought everything was wonderful, and I couldn't wait for the future because everything looked terrific.
Listen, I know. And as hard as it is to believe right now, you're going to get over losing Margot with time. And the situation with Draper is very bad, but, you know, it could turn out well, and the future would be exactly what you were hoping for. Now, you gotta believe that, because it'll help you get through.
Help both of us, huh?
Draper!
Hey, sweetheart. I use this place as a hideout. The coppers are right behind me.
It's not even funny.
Oh, I'm glad to see you. How do you feel?
Now that you're home, I feel fine.
Listen, she needs plenty of rest. Those are doctor's orders.
Oh, just thanks for taking care of her, Nicole.
Oh, it was my pleasure, but now that you're here, I'm going to go home and see if I can spend a little time with Adam before I tuck him in.
Hey, thanks for everything, huh?
I want to call you and ask you how you are, okay? Yeah. And you remember what I said?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for coming in.
Sure, baby.
Bye-bye. Bye. Whoa. Get over there.
Oh, alone at last.
You've had quite a day, huh?
Well, it's not been so bad.
I don't want you to go away, Draper. I am not going to let them take you away.
Don't worry, baby. You're not going to lose your husband, and Julie is not going to lose her father.
Benny wasn't lying. She sure is some knockout.
Yeah. Guess she wasn't too bad after all.
Benny, look, before we go any further, there's one condition I want to tell you.
Yeah, look, you're doing me the favor, Mrs. Carr. If I can do anything to help you out, I will.
Well, an associate of mine at the paper knows exactly where I am right now. And unless I check in with him and tell him I'm all right, he has instructions to call the police and have him over here.
Oh, yeah, look, I'm not looking for any trouble. None. I'll tell you what. I'll even give you a dime for the phone call. How's that? Huh?
Now, would you like to start now?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm going to tell you everything. Honest. And you're going to keep up your end of the bargain, too, right? I mean, if I need a witness at my trial, you're going to be available.
Well, that depends on how cooperative you are.
Oh, yeah. And Mrs. Carr, I'm going to give you a story tonight you're not going to forget. I can promise you that.
Okay. Would you go on?
Yeah, sure. God, wait a minute. I can't talk. You see those two dudes over at the bar? Don't stare at them. Listen, they know me, and they probably recognize you from your picture in the paper. Look, if I get caught talking to a reporter, that's it. I gotta go.
No, wait a minute. We could go to another bar.
Wait, I got a better idea. I can take you back to my place.
No, someplace more public.
No, my office. This could really make your story, Mrs. Carr. I mean, I could literally show you how I operate. The pusher's story from his very own office. What do you think?
Your office?
Yeah.
All right. But just give me the address and the telephone.
All right, give me a pencil. Come on. Hurry it up. Come on. See, I told you I was going to cooperate, right? Okay. The telephones are right by the washrooms, all right? When I say go, we go.
Miles, why don't you come home with me? Have dinner with us.
Oh, it's very generous, Mike, but I can't tonight.
Well, it might not be the best thing for you to spend the night
No,
alone.
I gotta go see Nicole. We have to talk.
Do you think you're in the proper frame of mind?
Yeah, I can't let this situation go on, so I'm gonna go on over there.
Well, all right, but if you need anything, let me know.
Thanks for everything.
What's your card, please? Oh, Joe, it's Mike. Is Nancy there? Oh, I see. Well, can you give me the address? What's she doing in that neighborhood?
Working on a story, unfortunately.
What story?
Nancy decided to resurrect Portrait of a Pusher. She's at that address meeting with Benny Hayes.
Wait a minute, this isn't 127 Spruce. This is your father's shop.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I always get the numbers mixed up. Yeah, my office is in his shop. That's where I do my business from. That's where all the books are and stuff I told you about. Come on, my father's home. Hey, Dad, I'm home. I got company. Come on. This is where all the information is. You know. Oh, sorry. You said you wanted to see how I operate, right? Well, I mean to show you.